This is Down to the Wire 513.
Everybody else can shut up. It is time.
Ooh, Flyman ran.
Back in the building, man.
Yo, we in the building. We back.
Make sure y'all follow us on everything Down to the Wire 513. Yo, Down to the Wire 513. I don't even know what to call this. NBA Finals preview. Rare Monday appearance. Monday appearance.
NBA Finals. So, we had to hop back on here. It might wrap up tonight. All indications leading to the wrapping up tonight. We don't know though. So hopping on here to preview and also recap was a game 4.
Game 5. Recap game 4. Preview game 5. Yes, sir. Down to the Wire 513. As always, man. Taryn Bland, Flyman ran. Josh Doc Evans he got business to take care of too. He's not out enjoying those spirits, but he had actually work tonight.
He got work tonight. It's beginning of the week right now, so he ain't he can't celebrate just yet.
Right. But make sure y'all tap in with us. Everything Down to the Wire 513. You see it's scrolling at the bottom, man. All our social media platforms. I always say, man, Google is the best way to find us.
Yes, sir.
Oh man, as you said, man, the NBA could be, at least for us, tragically coming to an end tonight. Unfortunately, Miami dropped both games at home. Game 4, Denver just flexed their muscle, man. They got competition from everybody, and this is what a better team looks like, pretty much.
Yeah, they just really showed how much better they are, honestly. I know the Heat didn't play up to par, but they really just show how many weapons they have and how many ways they can beat you. I still don't think they had a overall complete 48 minutes yet, but that was, like I've been saying all along, they can be 80% good and still beat the Heat. If the Heat are not playing 100%, 110%, you know what I'm saying? So they're just better, and they just showed how many, like I said, how many ways they can beat them.
Yeah, man. Another offer for Max Strus, man. Didn't score in that game, and then obviously once they rely on Duncan Robinson, man, we talked about it on the show. Like I said, he's a sniper from 3, but defensively he is a liability. They was going at that boy the entire second half, and it's just you got to get stopped. You got to get stops to try to come back and win, and Miami couldn't do that with Duncan Robinson on the floor.
Yeah, man, we saw it in the bubble. When he played LA, we exposed them. We kind of played him off the court, and since really that was the last season he really got a chance to even play extensive minutes. The last few seasons, his minutes been cut back because of that. So now they have to go to their position where they have no choice but to go to him with all the injuries they have. And he can, like you said, he can provide a spark on offense like he did in game 2. He came in the fourth quarter in game 2 and scored 10 points. Real quick. So he can be a spark off the bench. He can be a spark offensively, but like you said, liability on defense most of the time. He will compete, but he's just not athletic enough to stay in front of guys most of the time.
Yeah, man. And obviously game 4, it was obviously a must win, but man, you had Jokic in foul trouble most of the game, and the Heat couldn't capitalize on that. Bam should have dominated. 20 points on 19 shots, man. I said, with Jokic or foul trouble, you had to be more. Bam had to be more aggressive. Had to be. Now, obviously, in game before we previewed on Friday, I thought Jimmy Butler was going to have a Jimmy Butler-like performance, 25 points, but obviously that's clearly not enough against a loaded Denver squad.
Yeah, man. They both have to be better. Bam, like you said, 20 points on 19 shots is not going to get it done, especially like you said with Jokic and foul trouble. I know Jokic isn't the best defender, but during this playoff run, he has been a decent defender. We saw it in game 4 again. He's kicking the ball. I hate when he does that shit. I think it's a bailout. And guys saying, "Oh, that's good defense. It's a good defense strategy." No, it's terrible. It's lazy defense, if you ask me. It does stop the pass, stop the ball, but I think it's lazy defense. But he has been better defensively during the playoffs. So Jokic is not a bad defender in these playoffs. He hasn't been, at least, but Bam has to be more efficient on offense, and Jamie also has to be better, just overall better on offense, man. I know he's not looked at himself. He says he's not a scorer, but this team needs you to be a scorer. You have to be able to be, or at least try to be a scorer. In this time, I know you say I'm not a volume shooter. I'm not this. I'm not that. Hey, your team calls for it, bro. You have to try to be that right now. Y'all don't have that player. So you have to try to be that. As the best player of the team, you have to try to step up and be that player that they need you to be at this time.
For sure. I mean, obviously, we basically need round one Jimmy Butler. I mean, obviously, say everybody's tired at this point, but man, if you want to try to come back and be on the second team in NBA history, come back from 3-1 in the finals, you're gonna have to be Superman, Jimmy. You're gonna have to be. And obviously, with 2 days off in between, like I said, he played 45 minutes in game 4. He might have to try to go all 48 tonight in order for him to have a chance.
He might have to, man. I think tonight we're gonna have to see, like you said, we're gonna see the Jimmy Butler we saw in round 1. Where he went out and just went off, for 40 or 50. We're gonna need to see that Jimmy Butler. If he doesn't, he hasn't been that prolific as a scorer in like 9 games. We haven't seen him go off really. So it's time. It's definitely time for him to be that superstar he wants to be looked at as. He said he doesn't care about the title, but he wants to be looked at in that same light. If you want that, now it's time for you to go out there and take that title, quote unquote.
Yeah, and obviously, I mean, Jimmy, you know the game. Jimmy Butler knows the game. So if he gets going early, just establish himself as a scorer, obviously Denver's probably going to have to send a double out there, in which free up your guys and get them decent looks. Now, obviously, they got to knock down them shots. Hopefully, they can knock them down. But that's what you want to do. You want to be. You always talk about you want to get your guys involved. Get yours first. Make Denver adjust. Send a double team at you. Then get your guys involved. That has to be the way to go tonight. You had to get yourself established first before you get your guys going. Set the tone, basically.
Yeah, but I don't want to just put it on Jimmy just not performing up to par. Also, Aaron Gordon has been doing a great job defensively on him.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that also plays a factor. Having that bigger, 6'9", 6'10" guy is able to stay in front of him and able to use his body. I think it definitely is causing Jimmy problems, as we can see. And if he doesn't fix that problem, or he doesn't solve that problem himself, it's gonna probably end tonight for them.
Yeah, shout out to AG, man. He was the best player on the floor on the court Friday night, man. He was the best player out there hooping.
Yep. So shout out to AG, man. He's ironically, I know he's not the star of this team, but he's the highest drafted player on their team, ironically. So funny, they didn't plan for this. He didn't plan for his career to go this way, but we saw him as a number 1, number 2 option in Orlando most of his time there. We see what being traded to a situation and buying into that situation can do for you and me, for a team as well.
For sure. What's good, TJ? He says it's either let's finish the series tonight, Nuggets in 6, or Game 7 Father's Day, because the league needs the money.
Hey, I would actually love this to go 7. I picked Denver in 7 originally. Just trying to get a Heat some respect. If they can win tonight, man, they haven't won a home game yet in this series, so they owe their home fans one. If they can win this game tonight, I wouldn't be surprised they push it to 7.
Yeah, I mean, hell, Game 7 on Father's Day, man, that would be a hell of a gift. And like I said, just as us basketball fans, man, just more basketball for us.
Yeah,
I don't want the league to be over tonight.
Yeah, we need it. We need it.
Maybe one shining hope for Miami. At least they're hoping. All signs are looking like Tyler Hero will make his NBA Finals debut tonight. I don't mind him coming back, but it's to me it's just like, why now? Because look, he's gonna be an improvement for Strus. So Strus has been up and down because we haven't really seen Strus step up since game 2. And that's really a reason I think he came back. But if this is going to happen, like, you probably should at least give it a try in game 4.
Yeah, that sounds where he gets ready to hit it. I think he should have played game 4. I get not coming back for game 3 after they just won one. You're not want to mess that chemistry up after y'all just won. after y'all drop one, all right, so go ahead and mix it up now. Might as well
Yep.
go ahead and throw me in the mix. Even if I can only play 15, 20 minutes.
Yep.
At least get me out there and get me acclimated to this intensity. Because he hasn't played since round, one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he hasn't played since the first round of the playoffs. So you throwing him into this possibly closeout game. So Denver is going to be already like intensity level on 1,000. So throwing him in that environment is hopefully he can like I said, provide a spark for them because he definitely is capable of that. I think, like you said, I think he should have played game 4 though.
Closeout game. Not sure how good of shape you're in, and then you're going up playing in the highest altitude.
I forgot about the altitude there. Jeez, set that man up for failure.
So, man, like I said, maybe he can be a spark early. At least that's best case scenario. But if you have to rely on Hero late in the game, it's looking slow. Like I said, I maybe see Hero playing at max 20 minutes tonight.
Yeah, depending on it, unless he has it going and he's not winded, they can let him let him play more minutes. But I think they should have, like I said, introduce him in game 4 to try to possibly cause Denver some more matchup problems. If he got going a little bit. But I guess right now you have no choice. Really, it's his last game, possibly of the season for them. So why not throw him out there and try it?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, and he can't be no worse than Strus. Like I said, so. Well, my thing is, at least I hope they're not starting him. He shouldn't start.
Yeah, hopefully he's not starting, man. Hopefully he's not starting. If they start him, they spell. I respect you, spell, but I think that's the wrong decision if you start him.
Yeah. So, all right, gut feeling. I mean, we know Denver has been dominant at home. I think Miami's the only team in the playoffs that gave them the home loss.
Yes. And last time they played here, they lost.
Right.
So only the home loss in the playoffs was in game 2 of this NBA Finals. Gut feeling tonight, I think the Denver Nuggets wrap this series up and become NBA champions tonight.
And breaking news. Spo says it's all hands on deck. We're going with our normal rotation, and we'll see how things play out.
So Tyler Hero is playing.
Yes.
All hands on deck. Okay. It's great news for the Heat fans out there, Heat culture.
Normal rotation. I think he was coming off the bench, right? Most of the year.
I think he was starting most of the year, bro. Well, I don't know. No rotation. They can't go no rotation because they don't have no rotation. You got Victor out. I don't know what that means.
I thought he was running. Wasn't he in the 6-man? I could remember.
I think that was last year. I think he was starting some games this year. But I think he might have still been coming off the bench this year. I don't know. But hopefully he coming off the bench, man.
Yeah, I'm praying he's coming off the bench.
I don't think they have to report the starting lineups to like 45 minutes, 40 game, maybe, I think. So he probably still got a few minutes,
So
to think about that. I don't know.
Let me see. So let me see. Let me go back see if I can find something real quick.
If he does, he gonna have to really adjust like quick. You could go back to like game 1 or 2 of the game, the first round, see if he was starting.
He started in
He
game.
was starting. Oh, so yeah, he was starting this season. Oh, at least in the playoffs. Sheesh.
They can't do this. This lineup will get destroyed. So their lineup in game 1 against the Bucks in first round: Tyler Hero, Max Strus, Jimmy Butler, Gabe Vincent, Bam Adebayo.
Way too small.
Exactly. They can't go that.
Small.
They can't do that.
And that's their problem. That's been most teams' problem with Denver this whole playoff run. Denver is just too big. They play a 6. I think Jamal Murray is like 6'4", 6'5". So they play a bigger point guard. KCP 6'5". Michael Porter Jr. is 6'10". Aaron Gordon is 6'9", 6'10". Jokic is 6'11". So they play a pretty big lineup, which may also, talking about that, before I get into this, maybe more on Wednesday, depending on how this goes tonight, they may change the way teams are looking at team building throughout the league, because they're going to have to compete with this Denver team for years to come if they stay together.
At least one more year before, let's say, that CBA comes into play.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope. He says normal rotation. I hope that's not the rotation he was talking about. I still think they perform better with Kevin Love starting and at least try to slow Aaron Gordon down. Let's say he got going in game 4, but I'm sticking with that. The game we won was the game Kevin Love started, and
and he had some big shots in that game. He had a lot of threes. I don't say a lot of threes, but he had a few threes that game. So he had some big shots that game. And he's a bigger body that can guard Aaron Gordon and give Aaron Gordon somebody else to guard too if he gets going because he's bigger. So he might be able to have to guard or slide Aaron Gordon off Jimmy Butler and put him on Kevin Love at times if he gets going a little bit, So I don't know, man. Like I said, a gut feeling tonight. I got Denver becoming champions for the first time in franchise history.
I'm going down with the ship regardless. So this kind of sets my tone for the rest of the playoffs. If Miami does win tonight, I'm picking Miami to go in 6 and 7. I'm going down with the ship. I picked Miami to win originally in 6. Obviously they had to make history and we'll come back at 7. So I'm just going down with the ship. I'm going Miami.
That's the way to do it, man. Hey, you go with it. I mean, if you pick it, go with it. I picked Denver in 7 originally. I think they're going to end it a little bit early, unfortunately. Hopefully it goes 7 though.
I mean, yeah, and I have no real dog in the fight. So it's like, if I'm wrong.
Yeah, at this point, you just want your prediction to be right. If you like us, if you like me, I just want my prediction to be right. So I'm just ready to go 7.
I'm just too loyal. Like I said, I rock with Jimmy Butler. That's rocking with him during most of the playoffs. I did pick him to lose to Boston. So, but I picked him in the finals. Go down with the shit. So. Just real quick. I know you probably seen that clip. It just came out about 30 minutes ago about Jimmy Butler talking about he doesn't care if he's a Hall of Famer.
I haven't seen it, but I did have something I wanted to bring up on Wednesday. I was going to bring up in the group chat so we could talk about it on Wednesday. Is especially if the series is over, is Jimmy Butler a Hall of Famer? I saw this tweet like maybe last week, and I was like, off the top of my head, I was like, yeah, because I mean. The basketball Hall of Fame is not very hard to get into. Just gonna keep it at that for now. And we'll go over more on Wednesday. So make sure y'all tune in on Wednesday.
Sure.
Yeah, the basketball Hall of Fame. We got some members in there that I'm gonna call out on Wednesday. No disrespect to these guys. I love all of these guys. Some of my favorite players. I'm about to call them out on Wednesday. So if they in there, I don't know. I ain't even a Jimmy fan for real. This year I'm rooting for Jimmy Butler. I said it a couple weeks ago. I'm sorry, Jimmy. Also on Wednesday too, I'm gonna bring this up too. If he's a superstar, they win this game tonight because Jimmy Butler. If he a real superstar, like I was saying he was a couple years ago and last year, and all this time I've been saying he wasn't. If he is, they win this game tonight because of him. He goes in there and puts up a historic performance. I don't think he's gonna do that, but I digress. On Wednesday, I got a debate about that too. So like I said, some of these guys I love. But if they're in the Hall of Fame, I think Jimmy is a no-brainer.
And that's, folks, what we call in industry a tease. So make sure y'all tap in. So make sure y'all tap in with us on Wednesday. Hall of Fame talk. Hopefully, we'll be previewing Game 6 on Wednesday. We will be recapping all the action that went down over this past weekend in the sport of boxing and UFC. Oh,
yeah, I've seen on boxing antics, man.
Man,
in the ring, after the fight, and backstage. We're gonna talk about it, man.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it all, man. And whatever else happens between now and 8:30 on Wednesday. So make sure y'all tap in with us this Wednesday night. Dance to the Wire 513, I believe, episode 287 that we're on. So
I believe so.
So yeah, man. We're gonna get out of here a little early. Let y'all get home, get y'all meal prep and everything. Get ready to enjoy this NBA Finals. 8:30 tonight, ABC. Game 5, Miami Heat, Denver Nuggets. The return of Tyler Hero. So,
will it make a difference? We shall see.
So for the good brother, Flyman Rand, Josh Doc Evans, D. Taryn Bland has been down to the wire. 513 NBA Finals talk. We'll catch y'all this Wednesday night, 8:30 p.m. Everywhere down to the wire 513. Till then, man, we out. Peace.